मैंने अपने आप को रिमूव कर दिया क्योंकि अभी स्टूडेंट्स का है, देखता हूँ तो मैं आ रहा हूँ।
Can see that. Okay. So Amit, would you like to take the lead?
No, no, you
I'll
start.
start. Whenever I feel so, I'll take it. Okay. Okay.
Earth, and thanks, Anil sir, for this warm welcome. So, just to begin with, we all three of us, me, myself, Avnish, and Sanjay, were in constant touch with each other as to what can we give back to our alma mater, and how can we both get success along the way. So here we had multiple discussions with Anil sir throughout, especially Avnish. He is very active in this area. So we had multiple discussions with Anil sir on how we can, create a forum which can help the CSIT and MCS students, and what career path they can take, and what can be the possible outcomes of that. All right. So basis on that, we sir suggested that we should take a session on career guidance and counseling. So here we are, and now we will begin with a small intro about the team. Sanjay. So Sanjay is currently working with Wells Fargo, as Siddharth had mentioned. Avnish is working with Siemens, and myself, Anant, I am working with Aegis Cybersecurity, which is part of NSC. All right. Any questions so far on any of this? Just stop us in between and let us know. All right. Good to go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So first of all, these challenges we have listed on the points based on our experience when we were the students, and also based on seeing our friends, family members, younger cousins, and the current interactions which we are having currently from past 3 to 4 months. So we have jotted down these challenges. If so, this is not an exhaustive list. So these are just 6 or 7 of them. But if you face any other challenge in any other areas, you are free to comment on that. All right. So starting with the challenges, first of all, we have listed down these challenges: the environment, the peer pressure, negative guidance, social media, unclear goals, divergence, lack of proper guidance, under or overconfidence, and family pressure. So, is there anyone who thinks differently that these are not challenges, or is there anyone who thinks that there are more challenges than that? Please feel free to comment.
Uh, okay, so let me give a. So these are the pointers that we tried to bring in, but let me throw some light on it so that it will be more easy to comprehend. So when we say environment, so environment covers lot many things. So first of all, you are in MJP Royal University. University get lot many opportunities, and lot many good options in terms of lifestyle, in terms of education options, in terms of various other things. Then there is a challenge of hostel. There is a challenge of food. There is a challenge of electricity. There are so many challenges which are very personal, but nobody is talking about it. So we should be we are here to point out even those are the small ones, but those are the part of the challenges, and as a student, the student is struggling with them. So when we talk about environment, it covers all the things that I mentioned. Probably I might have missed so many other things as well, but yes, when we talk about peer pressure, so it is peer pressure in terms of the peers which are with us, colleagues, as well as with the seniors. So many times, what we noticed when we were in the college that our seniors used to say, "No, you are not at good place." Okay, And if you are expecting lot much from here, probably it is going to be difficult, because here the opportunities are not that much compared to other institutions. So we used to get demotivated sometimes. And the same scenario currently, I think there is this, into it was the time when we were from 2008 to 2012. The scenario is probably same in 2023 as well, wherein we get the feedback from seniors that okay, you are not going to get anything out of it as far as you are here and you are pursuing your degree. But the statement is not correct. So to rectify that, to give clarity, to give better understanding, we are here. So it is the peer pressure that we are talking about here. And coming to negative guidance, so a part of that is also covered, that okay, whatever the environment you are living in and whatever the vicinity you are in, that might create a negativity in your mind. So that should not be the case. We will suggest some measures and some guidance so that you are through it, and you are not getting into the negativity. Social media is something wherein we have already witnessed that there are lot many advices, plethora of advices which are coming our way, lot many educational videos, so much content on the social media which is available these days. So as a student, sometimes a person get confused what to consume, what not to consume. Okay, and see, having an advice is a better thing, but having lot many advices is again a poor thing, and it is very dangerous, and it creates again a confusion. So that is all about the social media and the unclear goals, and that lead to the unclarity of the goal. So we don't have the clarity of the goals we do when we have lot many options and lot many inputs. Then family pressure is again the thing that is self evident, that okay, when our family members compare us to others, and then there is a pressure, and there are some other pressures from other vertical as well. Under and overconfidence, yes, and the lack of the proper guidance. So in order to uh, avoid that entire thing, that okay, we are not getting the proper connect, we are not getting the proper guidance, we are not getting the proper opportunity, where to get, how to get, how to connect, how to get shortlisted somewhere, how to get referral, everything. So you have to work upon those areas as well, and the divergence. So last, divergence in many ways. So when you stay in the hostel, there are different type of divergence that one get into, and sometimes force into as well, I would say. When you are out in the college, you have different types of diversion, sometimes personal, sometimes professional, and sometimes unnecessary. You have a diversion, and you don't have any logic behind that, right? So these all are the broadly the challenges, or that category of the challenges that we have listed here, and uh, one or the other is definitely facing some of the challenges, and that's why um, there is no goal, no focus, and hence no results. So we'll be talking more into the upcoming slides what can be done to mitigate this. Yeah, to Anand.
Yeah, yeah, thanks, Avnish. So, anybody, anyone who says that there are other challenges as well, it's a open forum. Please be vocal. Anyone?
Before we welcome our guest, I would like to request Dr. Anil sir to continue.
Sure. No one, then we'll move forward. So, Avnish, you would like to explain it, or should I?
Yeah, you continue.
Okay, okay. So here we have seen, we have talked about multiple challenges, and there was an heading that unclear goals and peer pressure. So, what you guys can make out from this particular picture? Any thoughts on this picture?
giving their to their juniors and especially thank to all
Any thoughts?
thank you
Anyone?
all and
Yes, sir.
what to
Yes. So, what are the thoughts?
Sir, the education system of our society has been designed that every person has to go to the same exam. They have to qualify the same exam, whether they have the different abilities in different fields and different domains. So it restricts to explore the different domains, and it composes and imposes same amount of quality of education to the people, the different varieties of people. So because everybody is unique and everybody has some uniqueness in their own, so and everybody is studying the same syllabus, and
Mm-hmm.
it forces to go to school, go to college, have good degree, and get a job.
Mm-hmm.
That's rest of your life. Do the job.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So, I would agree partly to what you said, but not completely. And I'll come back to you why. Why I said partly, not completely. Anybody else? Anybody else who has any other thoughts on this picture? This is quite an old one. You might have seen that multiple times. You can speak. Nobody's there to judge. You can speak.
Okay, so probably everybody is not ready to speak that freely. So
So,
let them take time. We
okay.
may proceed ahead. If at all they are feeling to communicate, they can put their comments later on as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, who was the one who answered? Sorry, I cannot see the screen. I cannot see who was the one who answered.
Siddharth.
Siddharth. Okay, Siddharth
Sir,
Kushwaha.
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, Siddharth, you mentioned, you started with the statement, our education system is like this, that everybody is taught everything without considering the skills, that unique skills that person has, correct?
That's my point.
Yeah, okay. So it is the education system which creates, नींव समझते हैं आप लोग? किसी भी घर
What's
बनाने के लिए आपको नींव बनानी पड़ती है.
yes, sir. We need.
So the first, the education system creates the
No,
foundation
no. You start.
कि आप उसके आगे क्या कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. अगर नींव स्ट्रांग नहीं है तो घर इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं बनेगी. So just to begin with, we all three of us, me, myself, Avnish, and Sanjay, were in constant touch with each other as to what can we give back to our alma mater, and how can we both get success along the way. So here we had multiple discussions with Anil sir throughout, especially Avnish, who is very active in this area. So we had multiple discussions with Anil sir on how we can create a forum which can help the CSIT and NCA students, and what career paths they can take, and what can be the possible outcomes of that. Okay, so this is on that we sir suggested we should take a session on career guidance and counseling. So here we are, and now we will begin with the small intro about the team. Sanjay, so Sanjay is currently working with Wells Fargo, as Siddharth had mentioned. Avnish is working with Siemens, and myself Anand, I'm working with Cyber Security, which is part of MS. That I want to become TCS or Siemens or Wells Fargo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
आपका ऑप्शन था कि यार I have to work for a. So first of all, these challenges we have listed at the point based on our experience from both the students. So here we and also based on seeing friends, family members, younger cousins, and each individual current interaction which we are having currently from past 3 to 4 months. So we have worked on these challenges. So this is not an exhaustive list. So these are just 6 or 7 of them. But if you face any other challenge in any other areas, okay, you are free to comment on that. All right. Broad category of the career options. So starting with the challenges, first of all, into the banking, we have listed down these challenges: the environment, or academic, peer pressure, negative guidance, social media, anti-abuse, divergence, living out, lack of proper guidance,
Nishant has a question.
under overconfidence, and family pressure.
Speak out.
So,
Yeah, Nishant.
is there anyone who thinks differently that these are not challenges, or is there anyone who thinks that there are more challenges than that? Please feel free
Hello.
to comment.
So we are not Nishant. What? Okay. So let me so these are the pointers that we tried to bring in, but let me throw some light on it so that it will be more easy to comprehend. So when we say environment, he might be speaking, but so environment covers lot many things.
Sir, we'll take the questions at all.
You are in
Please continue.
MDP,
And the end of this session,
university, lot many opportunities, and lot many good options in terms of lifestyle, in terms of education options, in terms of. So we can pick up category and then probably we can talk about it. So I'll start from the probably the academics part. So anyone can take any and describe thoroughly. So when we talk about academics, so many students are there which are interested post engineering, graduate or postgraduate. Maybe they are interested in academia, so they want to become professor, teacher, corporate trainer, that sort of thing, wherein they will be imparting education which they have acquired like for last 4 5 years maybe. So there are a couple of options. So I'll divide the category into two. So first one is the within India and the second is outside India. So if we say within India, there are a couple of options. You might have also known it, them. Like we go for MTech, we go for uh, some post graduation diplomas, and we go for some corporate certification training, 6 months or 9 months of duration, and then we go for, and these days post corona, it has been a market trend that there are couple of online platforms which are providing the same once you are having your engineering degree. So those all contribute to the masters or post graduations, and then you get into the academic side. Um, if you so there is probably the confusion sometimes whether to get into MTech or MS, because we know the MBA is something which is clearly defining the management part, but sometimes there is a gray area which does not allow to distinguish between what is MS and what is MTech. So to clear it, to give a single line statement, it is MTech is for academics and MS is for the industry. So industry means, so once you get into the corporate, MS play a significant role, then MTech, or maybe the required skill, then MTech. Once you go to the study abroad thing, there are a couple of options. You can opt for GRE, you can opt for GMAT, and yeah, again, it will depend whether you want to get into the um, what later on you have plan for. So GRE, GMAT, and then GMAT, GRE, and whatnot for universities, MBA, and other things. So see, I have just given an starting point, and later on we can talk about in detail how it can be achieved and how it can be taken through once you are in that journey. So this is how the academics is, and the eventually your life will be in that zone only, and it will be somehow down the line it will be difficult to make a transition So select wisely, I would suggest that okay, which way you want to go and what talent you have basically, and accordingly what interests you more, and then accordingly choose it. Corporate probably Anant can talk about more. Sanjay can talk about government sector. So let's go one by one then.
Sure. So in the corporate, it can be either in the you can grow up the ladder in the technical way, techno-functional way, or the management way. All right. So in corporate, so in the technical one, we have many options ahead. Then in techno-functional, we have the supporting functions of it's not pure technical, not pure management, but a mix of both. And then it is a complete management role that how you are going to work in an environment, getting the work done at a particular time, at a particular place. So, wherein you would be the owner of the entire system. All right. So, any questions so far, or should we move ahead with the government piece? Sanjay, you can take ahead on the government and the banking side.
Yeah, thanks, Anand. So, in government segment, I would like to talk like many students is having an aspiration of getting a government job, either the center government job or a state government job. So, if you people have seen any eligibility criteria of any government job, most likely it will be like they are asking for the graduate people. So, BTech itself is a graduate program. So, after completing the BTech, you are eligible for those programs. So, in government job, especially, people apply for SSC, and in that SSC, we have a CGL, very common exam for all the graduates, and people are also interested for going for some force related exams like army navy kind of thing, so they can apply for like CDS, upper level of NDA, and they apply for their some banking exam as well, like IBPS. Through IBPS they are conducting the exams. So there are some open platforms for getting some government job. So people who has an interest, those who want to continue any government job, they are still open after completing the BTech. They can apply through various forums, and they can check, they can prepare, and then appear for the exam. And this banking segment, I can say like it is it's not a very separate topic. It can be mixed with the corporate, and it can be mixed with the government. How? For example, if you are working in a corporate, so if you are applying for like say after completing the BTech, if you want to get any job either from the TCS or Infi or something, inside that, if you are getting any client, if the client is a banking client, for example SDFC bank or SBI bank, so you are working as an IT professional for a client, and client is your SDFC bank or SBI bank. So there also you will get some banking exposure, some financial knowledge and all, and you can continue while working with your IT skills only, but functional knowledge, or we can say operational knowledge, you are getting from the banking industry. In the same way, if you are going for the government job, and if you are clearing the IBPS exams and all, you will be getting deployed into some of the bank as an PO and something, and there you will get some banking knowledge as well. So in this way, this banking sector can be mixed with corporate and government as well. This
So
was the
in the
yeah.
government sector, we can integrate some of the other things as well. So there are like a UPSC. So some of the students might aspiring for UPSC as well. So UPSC it's a body which conducts various exams on the in like national level, wherein the three prime services are IAS, IPS, and foreign IFS, foreign services there, which is primarily the three main national services, and apart from that, there are almost 20 services which are integrated as a part of UPSC exam. Then you can appear for the state services exam as well. So in UP we have UPPSC, and in other states accordingly we have MPPSC, and Rajasthan PSC, and so on and so forth. So there we have lot many options, and in PSUs as well. So computer science is something wherein PSU does not helping so much, but yes, there are some PSUs like ISRO, we have DRDO, we have um, I think
UPPCL.
ECI. There are some which are probably giving some opportunities to computer science graduates as well. So we can explore that vertical on the government side. Now, weapon companies you might have heard, that is also part of PSU. So that area can be identified, and accordingly you can show the interest.
And there are some PSUs which takes a gate score for their qualifications. So there are some PSU whoever is interested in going through gate exam, if they are scoring good score, so they can directly apply to some of the PSUs. So from there they can get an interview call as well.
Yeah, and then there are a couple of departments like Food Corporation of India, and then other some assistant engineer posts are there in some railways or sometimes, but there are very few. So those are very competitive in nature because of the less seats. But yes, you have that area as well wherein you can put efforts and explore. Like these days we have metros, right? So one of our colleague in our batch only, he got into the uh,
DMRC.
Delhi metro, I think,
DMRC.
DMRC.
Yeah.
DMRC.
Yeah. So there are a couple of options you might know at this level because you are in the college right now. But once you start exploring and start getting into the contact with other people and like seniors or maybe the persons who are in the market, in job market basically, then they will be you will be getting so many ideas and options. Last but not the least, freelancing. So probably we all together can help on this. Anand, you can start.
Yeah. So last week, if I remember, there was a session conducted by one of your seniors, recent pass out in 2023. So he started his journey as a freelancer, and then he registered his company and became a non-profit organization. So there are many ways you can contribute becoming a freelancer if you're not sure what to do next. So, but you think that okay, I am good at application development, I am good at SEO, so I can take up any skills, get registered on many freelancing portals, or get references from many areas, and then deliver my work. And once you are confident that okay, I am able to do it, I'll be able to pull it off, then it is up to you whether you want to continue as a freelancer or you want to register it or you want to become a part of any corporate and then deliver your services. Any questions or Sanjay or Avnish, you want to add anything here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so freelancing, when we talk about freelancing can be in many forms. Like Anand mentioned, you can become freelancing in your domain as well. That okay, whatever you have studied and whatever the skills that you have acquired, or maybe in some other areas as well. Probably after skill enhancement, post engineering, you felt that okay, whatever I have studied, it is not making any sense as far as the job is concerned or any financial matter is concerned. I'm not getting any money out of it, and now I'm not getting right platform. So what you can do is find your passion, find your interest. So everybody has interest, right, in one area or the other. Get the skill in that concerned domain, and there are lot many online platforms freely available, maybe some very very affordable fees sometimes, and then get into that work as a freelancer. So you can start digital marketing, you can start writing for something, for some small company or some startup as a technical writer, or maybe you can start into photography. Sometimes there are people who are required for that. Sometimes in the e-commerce business they require so many other technical professionals who can support in so many ways. like optimization, SEO. Anant mentioned that okay, you can help on that area. You can help on in the catalog creation, right? You can help in, there's a number of options that freelancing. So as the name suggests, it is the very sort of infinite domain wherein you can pick any skill, any interest, uh, anything that that interests you, and then start working on that and start earning money. So many a days you might have seen that okay, they are doing nothing but having a YouTube channel, for example, and then they are earning you like good amount of money out of it. So this is also a freelancing sort of work, right? That okay, you are not doing anything, just open a YouTube channel on any particular domain, maybe finance, maybe technical, maybe non-technical, maybe anything, tourism, anything, and then you are busy with that thing, and you have a whole setup around it. So there are a lot many things to talk about freelancing, but these are some of the things that are coming in my mind right now. And yeah, there is a lot much scope to explore, I would say. Sanjay, you would like to talk about it, add something?
No, I think you people have pretty much covered it. So freelancing in the nutshell is just the thing. If you want to follow your hobby, if you are getting some extra time to put into it, so you can do the freelancing and you can follow your hobby there. It can be anything. It's an ocean of domain.
Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next slide, Anant.
So this is if you search on Google career options for computer science graduates or computer and science engineers, you will get these many things. So I just copy pasted. I just a screenshot. I have not written down everything. It's just a screenshot that these are the different domains that are there. It is not just if we have done computer engineering, we'll be software developer. Software developer is just one area. Data science is another. AI is another. AIML is there. Data analysis is there. Software engineering is there. Cybersecurity is coming up these days. All these things are the roles where the computer science graduates are required. So if we have to be very focused as to what area we are going to choose, basis on that we have to decide, narrow down on the companies, and then go ahead and apply for those. So I can take a few areas myself here. Like currently, when I started my journey, I did my BTech, then I did my MBA, and then I was part of a company called Winjet Technologies, which was purely into IT products and services. So they were creating mobile applications for different ERPs, which was not there that time. So 2014, there was a mobile boom, like Geo's coming in, Geo the word coming in, all those things, and the internet was getting cheaper day by day. That is where the mobile adoption, the smartphone adoption was going on increasing. So mobile app development was creating opening a big market for everyone. So my company was doing in that, and I was part of sales in that time. So I have spent around 10 years in sales, and remaining 2 3 years currently I'm working as a program manager. So in mobile app development, there were requirements who people who have knowledge on C++, Java, scripting knowledge on Python, etc. So you have to choose your skills. I mean, you have to choose your areas of interest very wisely based on your interest. All right. So that gave me a lot of opportunities to explore different parts of Middle East. I was stationed in Dubai. I traveled multiple places. So there, and I was not doing anything else. I was just the company was only focusing on mobile app development. So what 300 plus people working in only one area itself, out of a small town in Nasik. So that talked enough about that. All right. And currently, which is one of the upcoming areas, I would say, is cybersecurity. So I had a couple of discussion with Anil sir and Vinay sir last year. So in cybersecurity, it is not only how to protect your systems. So it is not only that. So cybersecurity is a vast domain. Application security is one of them. So if I have to ask any question from, let's say, Siddharth, you are the most active in one in the audience. What is your input? What comes in your mind when we talk about cybersecurity? Siddharth, are you
Sir,
there?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Sir,
what do you,
cyber,
when you say cybersecurity, what is the first thought that comes into your mind?
sir, first thought that comes to mind is securing our data.
Okay.
Sir, and rather than that first thought, cyber security, sir, it deals with the branch that deals with our data security and illicit access. It prevents illicit access and awares us how we can safeguard our data.
Mhm. So correct, correct. You are 100% correct, but it is a very small part of cybersecurity. So it has to do with your data, with your network, with your infra, with your personal ID. Everything is comes under the cybersecurity domain. So if you see the market trends, so cybersecurity market would be more than a $500 billion mark. The $500 billion market in 2030. So that is the potential that we're talking about when once we say cybersecurity. All right, I will talk more about it, and I am hiring for my organization as well. Approximately 27 people or 28 people I need. That too freshers, but the minimum criteria. I'll let you know what is the basic requirement that I have once we finish on to this part. So, Avnish or Sanjay, would you like to take any of these topics and want to cover?
Yeah, so the thing is, as mentioned, this is the snap taken from Google itself, so it is quite available to everyone. But here we are here to discuss about it. Why? To get you an idea what is the future and wherein you get into projecting yourself in the skill form so that you will be in the rich domain or maybe in a good domain which interests you, or forget about everything, forget just focus on the financial part. So get get ready for that domain wherein you can earn more. That should be the one of the criteria if you are not able to decide anyway, right? So as mentioned by Anand that okay, cybersecurity is going to be this much huge as in terms of market cap, then again the thing comes into picture, that is data science. This is again the next 2 3 decades. There will be going to be the need of for the data scientists and data engineers, be it AI, be it ML consultants, and so on and so forth. Because these days you might have noticed everything is getting into AI integrated form, right? And machine learning, which is there, which is booming in the market. So we can give an idea, we can give an exploration how to get into these areas and what is the future and how to get connected with the right person, right opportunity, so as to crack it in maybe in a very short period of time, right? Because once you have the entire understanding, then only you will be able to decide, right? We keep on saying that okay, you have to have goal, you have to have some focus and everything, but how to get it? So once you don't have the background, you'll not be able to make judgment. So in order to make judgment, you have to have this story behind, So data science is another thing. Data analysis, somewhere it is a business analytics that we talk about. So you might have talked, heard about the Power BI tools, business analytics tools. These are also very much needed in the industry right now. Some project manager and system architect are those areas wherein those are the higher positions with the some experience. But yes, those are the career path that you can think about it. UX design, network administrator, technical writer. These three terms are not well known to the freshers. So these are also the possible. You just keep a note of it, and you can further explore it. What are they and how to get into this? But somewhere this is not in our that does not remain in our bucket list when we search for the options. So these are the options also you can take. So there are some people, even though they are in the computer science domain, but they hate coding. And some people, even though those are not in the computer science domain, but they love coding, right? So there's two category which is also available many a times. So on that categorization also, one can go for different roles and opportunities available in the market. But what is available in the market? First, you should understand it, right? So suppose take a scenario that, okay, for example, Siddharth is very good at coding, okay, but he hates the functional thing. He only need the technical thing. That, okay, just give me the requirement. I will write the code and give it away, deploy it. But don't talk about the functional thing and the domain knowledge and SME thing. Don't talk about it. So for him, the architect thing is a very good thing, right? Pure software developer is a very good option. Then some probably simple computer science and information technology consultant is also another option. But on the other way around, if the person is there which is not interested in coding, then he can opt for web designing. Even though web designing includes coding, but it is not to that extent. He can opt for you know uh, network engineer, or maybe UX design, network administrator, that sort of thing. So I'm just trying to explain how it can be divided and how it can be chosen. uh, Sanjay, you want to add something and then we can move ahead?
Yeah, actually, for the college students and the fresher, I would like to be most of the points you people have covered. So I just want to make a conclusion here so that people can get a clear idea. So inside computer science also, we have different things like coding is one part, testing is one part, database is another part, network is another part, security is another part. So there are many things inside it. So computer science itself is a big domain. Okay, so whoever is interested in coding related part, so coding itself is having a different domain. Like if they want to be a code developer, simply go with any of the programming language, get expertise it, and become a software developer and do the coding. Okay, but if you are want to code in some mobile apps kind of thing, then you have to go for the Android coding thing or iOS developer kind of thing. Then you can go for the mobile app development thing. Okay, if you want to be like AI engineer or data scientist engineer something, so there are separate requirements nowadays. Python is very demanding in those areas. So if you are having a good hands on Python area, you can apply for those developer port. So that is one of the coding part where we can simply say as a software developer. Another thing is a testing part. Okay, that is in a different domain. Okay, so whatever the code we write it, whatever the application we create, it should be tested and thoroughly tested. So some different kind of skill is needed for testing part. Okay, so whoever want to continue their career in testing part, they have some different skill set. They have some different technologies and all, so they can they can make their career in testing area. Along with that, who a person who is having a web interest like web designing part and all, they can continue with some of the web designing tools and technologies like Angular and React and HTML CSS, this kind of things. So they can continue their career as a web designer, developer, or UX design, these kind of areas. Architect is something like which is more senior role, because whatever the application you are making, okay, what will be the architecture of that application, what the front end you will use, what the back end you will be use, what cache you will use, how you will decide the servers and all, how you will design a system so that it can be scalable in future, it can be easily flexible. So this kind of architecture design is really needed for a good software. So that is something related to the senior level role. I don't think that as a fresher level anyone can get system architect kind of thing. Project manager is again is a kind of a senior level role, and as the designation is mentioning here, like managing a project, we require a project manager. So in this way, there are various things inside computer science domain itself. It doesn't mean that if you are not good at coding, so you can't become a software engineer. If you are not good at coding, there are many other things around you. Okay, you can apply those part. There are many people who are interested in backend coding. They are not interested in front end coding. Okay, and vice versa. They are interested in front end coding but not interested in back end coding. So they can apply accordingly. So in this way, this is just a overview that what are the various domain available inside the computer science, and people can choose their interest and make their career accordingly. Any question, any doubt?
Yes, sir. May I have a
Okay.
question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Prince.
Prince.
Sir, I'm interesting for the field of data science, and I'm very confused to how to start our journey in the field of data science after BTech.
So Prince, take my number. Ping me
Okay, sir.
personally. I'll guide you on that.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Can you
So
give your number, sir?
it's no, it's there in the group. I'm
Okay.
part of that group. You take the number, or maybe from Anil sir, you can take my number, and we'll talk about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Hello,
Yeah.
good
Who
afternoon,
is
sir.
this?
Myself Asutosh Maurya, and my
Okay.
question to you, sir, what are the present scenarios in the field of computer science as the recession is there, layouts are done by the company, and AI is developing day by day. So, what is your opinion that you, because you are working on the ground level, so you can tell me uh, what are the changing scenarios in the field of computer science as
So there is nothing in India if we talk about. So recession and layoffs that you're talking about were only in the US. So there were less number of layoffs that have happened in India. So if we're targeting about the India region, I don't think there was a recession at all. And the hiring piece is going on increasing day by day. So first of all, if you have this thought in mind that okay, market खराब है, आगे जॉब कैसे मिलेगा, उसको बाहर निकालो, वैसा नहीं है बिल्कुल भी. So
yes, sir.
you might have seen कि TCS ने बोला कि इस बार हम लोग हायरिंग नहीं करेंगे फ्रेशर्स की, करेक्ट? बट साथ में ऐसे बोलता है that we will hire 10,000 plus freshers in this year.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir,
it is just a
because
shift of focus, nothing else. ये फोकस एक जगह से दूसरी जगह गया है, बट हायरिंग एंड रिसेशन नहीं है इंडिया में. तो जस्ट उस थॉट को बाहर निकाल दो,
okay, sir.
दैट मार्केट खराब है.
And what about sir AI? Because AI is developing day by day. So because sir in social media there are many there are many contents which are saying that there will be more
Yeah,
content
yeah.
because
So that's what we talk about in the challenges, social media. It is infusing so many ideas into your minds that is again creating a problem, right? Rather than providing the solution, it is confusing you.
yes
So,
sir. So
yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, AI is definitely the next thing that will destroy the industry in some way, but it will not take away the job. It will take away the jobs in a very niche level. Say, to do a particular job, earlier we used to have the manual activity, or maybe some, three, four step activity. Now AI is integrated and it is doing in one click, right? And in backend, there is a technology supported and which is doing the job. To the end user, it seems like it is a magic, but it is not a magic. Anyway, it is taken care by again the developers, right? And it is again taken care by data scientists and AI and ML consultants. So on one side, if you see, if some manual activity or manual intervention or process intervention is getting eliminated, on the other side, if you see, there are opportunities as well, right? That okay, to support this AI integration. And so one way, if it is getting jobs are going away, on the other side it is coming as well.
Okay, sir.
And to you, especially the freshers, what I would say, whatever the industry it may be it software industry, be it manufacturing industry, be it any industry, the underlying architecture is not going to change anyway, ever. For example, in your case, data structure and algorithm is not going to change. Be it AI, be it ML, whatever the things are coming in future, that will remain same. Otherwise, the fundamental things will go away. So to freshers, one should take this input that you have to stress on the fundamental subjects and the fundamental skills. Once you are comfortable in that area, you will be getting the job. You Because there will be always the options for the person, for the people, for the resources who are quite aware about the some fundamental computer science concepts, right?
Okay, sir.
Forget about this hi-fi jargons and everything which is available in the market. And some technologies which is coming in, blockchain is coming in, cloud computing is coming in, everything is coming in, and you are afraid that okay, if these technologies is going to come into the market, we are going to have less jobs. No, indirectly you will be having more options, because if technology is getting upgraded, in one way it is killing something, so in other way it is giving so many things, right? So think from that perspective. Don't be afraid of this. And this is very traditional question that is available in the social media these days, that okay, this is something which is great havoc to the industry, right? Am I like, oh, are you okay with this answer? Am I answering your
No, sir,
question?
I am very satisfied, sir. Sir,
Okay,
one
thank
more
you.
question. I have one more question. Sir,
So yeah, Ashutosh,
yes, sir.
let's take questions from others as well. If you have
Okay, sir.
questions, just
Fine, sir.
put or collect somewhere. We will come again. Okay.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much, sir.
Anybody else?
Anyone left with the questions?
Feel free to talk about it, because we are here to help you out, guys, in so many ways. We are not here for only delivering lecture. This is only the start. In backend, there are so many things which are going on between us and Anil sir. This is not the high time to reveal all those, but we are doing so many things for you guys. So have trust on us and feel free to talk.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, we know that in before this decade, we have a industry age. After that, it comes the information age. Then, sir, what's the future? Industrial age has been, it's still there, but it's not at its boom. Information age is at its boom.
So
Then, what future we expect?
next is a AI data edge. Data is the next fuel, you might have heard earlier. And once the data is so much, there has to some, and once there are so many things into one domain, there has to be something which is very intelligent, so as to make the life easier, and that is artificial intelligence. So next era is automation and artificial intelligence, along with the data analytics and the getting the required analyzed output out of data. So that is the next future that I can see, and industry is anticipating. So be ready with that. Yeah. Okay. So moving on then, Anand, we can quickly wrap up.
We'll come to this later. We'll come to this later. Yeah.
Okay. So now Okay. So we'll be addressing the suggestion or open forum.
Anything. I think we should go with the open forum, and based on the questions that are put forward, we can describe our sessions
Yeah.
that way.
So now let's open the forum for everyone, and now everybody can bombard the questions to us, and we will try to address as many as possible, so that within this forum, our try is to get everybody is convinced with us, and they have the proper answer, proper guidance, and at least this session makes a difference. Maybe 5-10%, but they should they should be getting with the good ideas and positive ideas. Okay, so this is open. Ashutosh, you can start since you had one question left with you, or maybe any participation from the girl side is also expected, and all the members are open.
Thank you, sir, for giving me a chance. Sir, my last question is that कि सर मतलब बेसिक स्किल्स क्या हमें रिक्वायर होने चाहिए, मतलब अगर हम फ्रेशर्स हैं, एज वी आर फ्रेशर्स, सो हमें इंडस्ट्री में घुसने के लिए हम बेसिक स्किल्स क्या होनी चाहिए हमारे पास?
चलो अभी मैं तुमको हिंदी में भी समझा देता हूँ, बहुत देर से मैं इंग्लिश बोल रहा हूँ, प्रॉब्ली दैट माइट नॉट बी कंफर्टेबल टू एवरीवन, तो अभी हिंदी में आ जाते हैं, तो इंग्लिश में बात करेंगे, ठीक है, जहां जो जरूरत पड़ेगी। बेसिक देखो, फाइनल ईयर में तुम हो, अभी से तुम्हें सोचना है कि तुम्हें क्या करना, राइट? तो तुम्हें गोल सेट करने के लिए तुम्हें कुछ बैकएंड की स्टोरी पता होनी चाहिए कि मार्केट में अवेलेबल क्या है, जब भी तो हम डिसाइड कर पाएंगे कि हमें क्या करना है, क्योंकि फ्रेशर को यही नहीं पता होता हमें करना क्या है, या तो ये होता है या तो ये होता है हमें सब कुछ करना है, दो बातें होती, हमें ये भी अच्छा लग रहा है, हमें वो भी अच्छा लग रहा है, हमें एमएस भी करना है, हमें एमटेक भी करना है, हमें इंडस्ट्री में भी जाना है, हमें सब कुछ करना है, नहीं तो हम क्या करें हमें पता ही नहीं है, क्योंकि हमें ये तक नहीं पता है कि मेरी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, राइट? तो अब अगला आदमी आके अगर हमें बताएगा तब हम ये कर लेंगे, अदरवाइज हम कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे। सो दैट इज द समटाइम्स द पिक्चर इन द ब्रेन। ओके, तो कुछ अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो गो विद द बेसिक थिंग्स फर्स्ट। एक इंजीनियर के लिए सबसे बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है? एनालिटिकल स्किल्स शुड बी स्ट्रांग। तो उसके लिए क्या करना है? आज से क्वांट, आज से डीआई, आज से लॉजिकल रीजनिंग, एवरीथिंग यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम देयर। क्योंकि कहीं भी जाओगे, चाहे कोई भी, जितनी भी फील्ड्स में हमने बात करी, ये तो लगने ही वाला है, तो वहां से स्टार्ट कर दो। फिर दूसरी चीज क्या लगने वाली है? कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, उस पर काम करो, ठीक है। फिर तीसरी चीज लगने वाली है सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज, ठीक है। अब सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज में कौन सा सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज? हमने तो 8 सेमेस्टर पढ़े हैं, 8 सेमेस्टर में मैंने एन नंबर ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़े हैं, इतनी लैब करी हैं, इतने प्रैक्टिकल्स किए हैं, क्या सच में सारे रिक्वायर्ड है कि नहीं है? देन यू वाइजली चूज द सब्जेक्ट्स जो इंडस्ट्री में डिमांडेड है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक बेसिक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, तो आजकल जावा बहुत चल रही है, पाइथन चल रही है, जो सा भी तुम्हें सही लग रहा है वो सा ले लो। देन यू पिक द डेटा एनालिसिस, डीएसए, डेटा दिस जो अपने यहाँ सब्जेक्ट होता है, आई थिंक अभी भी है डेटा माइनिंग।
यस सर है।
तो डेटा माइनिंग में हम लोग पढ़ते हैं, न्यूरल नेटवर्क पढ़ते हैं, डीप लर्निंग पढ़ते हैं, राइट? और बहुत सी चीजें पढ़ते हैं। तो जिनको डेटा साइंस में ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है तो वो सब्जेक्ट में घुस जाए, सो दैट इट विल बी मेकिंग मोर सेंस टू देम। जिसको नेटवर्किंग में ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है वो इधर आ जाओ, कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स में, ठीक है। फ्रोजन पढ़ डालो, टेनन बॉम्ब पढ़ डालो, एंड सो ऑन सो फोर्थ, देयर आर सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स। तो ऐसे जितने सब्जेक्ट तुमने 8 सेमेस्टर में पढ़े हैं, मेक अ सिलेक्शन कि तुम्हें किस इंडस्ट्री में जाना है, सबसे पहले वो, फिर तुम्हें क्या नहीं, सबसे पहले इंटरेस्ट क्या कर रहा है और किस इंडस्ट्री में जाना है, फिर कौन से सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने हैं, एंड देन इट विल टेक यू थ्रू दैट प्रॉपर, तुम्हारा एक रोड मैप कवर हो जाएगा। इस तरीके से शुरू करो। लेकिन हर चीज का बेस क्या है? एनालिटिकल स्किल, लॉजिकल स्किल्स, बेसिक सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स। तो ये सारी चीजें बेसिक वाली तो सबको करनी पड़ेंगे, फिर अपना अपना चूज कर लो, राइट। फिर किसी को गवर्नमेंट में जाना है तो स्टार्ट स्टडिंग द एनसीईआरटी बुक्स, किसी को बैंक में जाना है तो स्टार्ट स्टडिंग दैट सब्जेक्ट, दैट करिकुलम, दैट जो भी है, सिलेबस प्रिस्क्राइब्ड है, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू चूज। किसी को यूपीएससी करना है, स्टार्ट स्टडिंग हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटी, एवरीथिंग, देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स आर देयर। तो जो करना है अभी से किक स्टार्ट करना है, वेट मत करो, एंड किसी के नेगेटिव उसमें मत आओ कि कुछ नहीं हो सकता है, यहीं से सब कुछ होगा। 3 of us are the examples। हम भी तुम्हारे जैसे ही थे, एंड हम भी तुम्हारे जैसे ही सोचते थे, और हमें भी ऐसे ही नेगेटिव आइडियाज दिए जाते थे कि तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, ठीक है, तुम यहां आके फंस गए हो। These were the clear statement that I am telling here, even though our faculties are there, but I am telling you, okay? लेकिन तुम्हें इससे ऊपर उठना है, एंड क्या हो सकता है, यू हैव अ रियल एग्जाम्पल हियर। डाउन द लाइन 2-3 years 4 years के बाद में तुम भी ऐसा बोलोगे कि कोई तो था जो सच बोल के गया था और हमारा भी कुछ अच्छा हो गया। See, you are an engineering graduate right now, and soon you are going to pass. It itself shows you are privileged. ये दिमाग में डाल लो, क्योंकि बहुत से लोग ऐसे हैं जो यहां तक भी नहीं पहुंच पाए, ठीक है। तो वो नेगेटिविटी का जो पूरा बवंडर दिमाग में भरा हुआ ना, उसको निकाल बाहर फेंको, एंड स्टार्ट पुटिंग द रियल एफर्ट्स ऑन द ग्राउंड। दैट इज द मोस्ट important thing that I would like to stress here। जब तक एक्शन नहीं होगा तब तक रिजल्ट्स नहीं आएंगे। एजिलिटी होनी चाहिए, प्रोएक्टिवनेस होनी चाहिए, ठीक है। अप्लाई करो, रेफरल चाहिए हम लोग को बताओ, ठीक है। लिंक्डइन पे ज्यादा टाइम बिताओ, कोर्सेज पे ज्यादा टाइम बिताओ, स्टडी हार्ड, स्मार्ट वर्क, राइट। और क्या क्या नीडेड है पहले उसकी तो चेकलिस्ट लगा लो। यही नहीं पता है कि नीडेड क्या क्या है, एंड वी आर पुटिंग लॉट मेनी एफर्ट्स इन डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन, दैट विल नॉट गिव यू रिजल्ट्स। रिजल्ट निकालने के लिए डायरेक्शनल मेहनत करनी बहुत जरूरी होती है, राइट। टू एवरीवन, दिस इज आस्क्ड बाय वन, बट दिस आंसर इज टू एवरीवन, ओके। Okay, so Anant, you want to add something? Sanjay, you want to add something?
No,
Yeah, I want.
it's covered. So, yes, Sanjay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to add something. एक्चुअली अभी किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था रिसेशन से रिलेटेड और जॉब ओपनिंग से रिलेटेड। तो मैं थोड़ा सा पिक्चर थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूँ, ताकि लोगों को एक क्लैरिटी रहे कि रिसेशन कहाँ से ये टॉपिक आता है और क्यों इससे पूरा मार्केट इम्पैक्टेड है। देखो, अपने जो भी ज्यादातर लोगों को पता ही होगा कि जो अपने यहाँ कंपनी है वो मोस्टली सर्विस बेस्ड और प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड, ये 2 कैटेगरी की कंपनीज हैं, ठीक है। सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी का मतलब क्या है कि उनको उनके क्लाइंट है, उनको सर्विसेज ऑफर करनी है, और उसमें से जैसे भी टीसीएस है, इन्फोसिस है, विप्रो है, ये सब सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनीज है। तो जितने भी सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनीज हैं, इनके जो मेजर क्लाइंट्स होते हैं ना, वो यूएस और यूके से होते हैं, ठीक है। आप कोई भी सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी उठा के देख लो, एमएनसी को, इसमें आपका जो भी मेजर क्लाइंट होगा वो यूएस और यूके का होता है। अब क्योंकि यूएस और यूके की जो इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन है वो अभी उतनी अच्छी नहीं चल रही है, तो वो अपने यहाँ पे कॉस्ट कटिंग कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। जहां पे 10 बंदों की जरूरत है वहां पे वो 5 बंदे रख के काम कर चलाना चाह रहे हैं, ठीक है। नया बिजनेस क्रिएट नहीं कर रहे हैं आईटी एरिया में। तो जिसकी वजह से जो भी हमारे इंडिया के सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनीज हैं, इन्फोसिस है, आईटी टीसीएस है, ये सब है, इनको भी कम प्रोजेक्ट्स मिल रहे हैं, कम बिलिंग हो रही है, तो इनको भी कम हायरिंग करनी पड़ रही है। तो इसकी वजह से कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा लगता है मार्केट में कि हायरिंग नहीं हो रही है, मार्केट खराब है, चीजें हैं। तो ये कहीं ना कहीं यूएस और यूके से इम्पैक्टेड है थोड़ा बहुत। अलॉन्ग विद दैट हमारे पास एक दूसरा एरिया भी है जो कि प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज का, ठीक है। आप प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी का में क्या है, वो अपने प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हैं, मार्केट में लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, और उनके जितने यूजर पहले थे उससे भी उतने ही हैं और या बढ़ रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनियां भी इंडिया में बहुत है, तो वहां पे जैसा चल रहा था वैसा चल रहा है, थोड़ा बहुत तो इकोनॉमी से हल्का फुल्का इम्पैक्ट सबका होता है, बट जैसा चल रहा था वैसा चल रहा था। सेकेंड पॉइंट आ रहा था कि अभी कोई पूछ रहा था कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के लिए क्या करें, हालांकि अवनीश ने काफी पॉइंट उसमें कवर कर दिया। तो मैं तुम्हें एक बेसिक से एक लाइन में एक चीज बताना चाहता हूँ कि कोई भी कंपनी, कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी हो, ठीक है, वो कर क्या रही है? वो किसी एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर रही है। और उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कैसे कर रही है? एक सॉफ्टवेयर बना के या एक ऐप बना के, ठीक है। ऐप का टर्म तो अभी आजकल मोबाइल युग में आ गया, वरना पहले सॉफ्टवेयर ही बोला जाता है। अब वो सॉफ्टवेयर बना के किसी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर रही है। वो प्रॉब्लम कुछ भी हो सकती है। ट्रेन रिजर्वेशन की एक बुकिंग करनी है, तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम है कि हमें ऑनलाइन बुकिंग का एक साधन चाहिए, ठीक है। उसके लिए एक सॉफ्टवेयर बना दिया गया है जिससे ट्रेन रिजर्वेशन की बुकिंग होने लग गई। तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर दिया सॉफ्टवेयर बना के। कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर बनाने के लिए लगना क्या क्या है भाई? एक तो कोडिंग लगनी है। कोडिंग किसी भी लैंग्वेज की हो सकती है, जावा, सी, सी प्लस प्लस, डॉट नेट, कुछ भी हो सकता है। एक डेटाबेस लगना है। डेटाबेस में भी कई कैटेगरी हो सकती है, आरडीबीएमएस हो सकता है, नोएसक्यूएल हो सकता है, डिपेंड्स ऑन द रिक्वायरमेंट, ठीक है। सर्वर्स लगने हैं, नेटवर्क लगने हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लगना है, ठीक है। फिर किसी भी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने का जो सोल्यूशन तुम देने वाले हो उसमें एल्गोरिथम लगनी है। भाई प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व करने के 50 तरीके होते हैं, बेस्ट और इफिशिएंट तरीका क्या होता है वो तो आपका एल्गोरिथम से, जितना अच्छा आपकी एल्गोरिथम होगी उतना अच्छा आपको प्रोडक्ट सॉफ्टवेयर भी बढ़िया चलेगा। तो किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में, कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर लाइन में आप जा रहे हो, काम तो यही हो रहा है। प्रोडक्ट का डेवलपमेंट होगा, टेस्टिंग होगी, मेंटेनेंस होगा, काम वही सब कुछ होना है। बस हर जगह पे जाके टेक्नोलॉजी बदल जाएगी, फंक्शनल एरिया बदल जाएगा, ठीक है। अब अगर किसी बैंकिंग ऐप के लिए सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हो तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है, थोड़ा बहुत आपको बैंकिंग नॉलेज के बारे में पता होना चाहिए, तभी आप उनके सॉफ्टवेयर को इफिशिएंटली बना सकते हो। आप रेलवे रिजर्वेशन का सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हो तो आपको रेलवे इंडस्ट्री के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत पता होना चाहिए। स्लीपर कोच क्या होता है, एसी क्या कोच क्या होता है, रूट क्या होते हैं, ठीक है, हॉल्ट का मतलब क्या होता है, ये सब चीजें आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, तभी आप उस तरीके से इफिशिएंटली एक सॉफ्टवेयर बना सकते हो। इन द सेम वे इंडस्ट्री कोई भी हो, काम एक अब्स्ट्रैक्ट लेवल पे यही हो रहा है। और इस काम को करने के लिए एज अ फ्रेशर भाई आपका फंडामेंटल क्लियर होना चाहिए। फंडामेंटल कैसे क्लियर होगा? कोई एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज। क्यों प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज? क्योंकि जब कल को इंटरव्यूअर या कोई आदमी आपसे बोलेगा कि आप इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करके कोड लिखो, तो भाई आपको कोड लिखने के लिए कोई तो एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज पता होनी चाहिए जिसमें आप कोड लिख के उसको दे सको, ठीक है। उस कोड को लिखने के लिए जो दिमाग में आपका थॉट प्रोसेस आएगा, जिसको बोलते हैं सोल्यूशन, कि कोई प्रॉब्लम दिया गया उसका सोल्यूशन आपके दिमाग में आया, जो वो सोल्यूशन को ही एल्गोरिदम बोलते हैं कि इस काम को करने का प्रोसेस क्या रहेगा, मैं अपना कौन सा एल्गोरिदम अप्लाई करूंगा इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए। उसमें आपका डीएसए का पार्ट आएगा, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर एल्गोरिदम, ठीक है। फिर जो भी आपने प्रोडक्ट सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हो, चीजें बना रहे हो, भाई उसमें जो भी ट्रांजेक्शंस हो रहे हैं, यूजर्स की डिटेल्स आ रही हैं, चीजें आ रही हैं, उसको किसी तो डीबी में ट्रैक करोगे, कहीं तो स्टोर करोगे। उसके लिए भाई डेटाबेस लगेगा। उसमें भी डिफरेंट टाइप की रिक्वायरमेंट्स आती हैं कि आरडीबीएमएस के साथ जाना है, नोसिक्वल के साथ जाना है, वो अलग अलग चीजें हैं। तो इसीलिए अपने कोर स्ट्रेंथ पे काम करो। एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज पकड़ो, एक डीबी पकड़ो, ठीक है, एक अपना ये डीएसए पकड़ लिया। तो अगर थोड़ा बहुत भी वेब डिजाइन का एटलीस्ट एक ओवरव्यू रख सको कि भाई वेब डिजाइनिंग में बनाते कैसे हैं, तो थोड़ा बहुत बेसिक एचटीएमएल, सीएसएस, जावास्क्रिप्ट वगैरह का भी थोड़ा नॉलेज रखो। ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, कर्नल्स, थ्रेड, ये सब चीजों की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। थोड़ा बहुत मेमोरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के बारे में पता होना चाहिए, ठीक है। अगर इतने ऐसे बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन है, नेटवर्क की थोड़ी बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए, ये सब चीजें हैं, तो आप एक इंटरव्यू में अपियर होने के लिए रेडी हो, ठीक है। क्योंकि किसी भी इंटरव्यू के लिए आपका एप्टीट्यूड और एटीट्यूड देखा जाएगा। एप्टीट्यूड मतलब आपके अंदर एनालिटिकल स्किल है किसी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने की या नहीं, और ये एनालिटिकल स्किल वो आपको लॉजिकल रीजनिंग के थ्रू या एक कोई प्रॉब्लम आपके सामने रख के आपसे सॉल्यूशन एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे, तब उनको पता चलेगा कि आपके अंदर सोचने समझने की क्षमता है या नहीं। और एटीट्यूड इसलिए देखते हैं क्योंकि उनको मालूम है यू आर फ्रेशर, तुम्हें कुछ भी नहीं आता, या जो भी आता है बहुत लिमिटेड आता है, मुझे ही तुम्हें ग्रूम करना पड़ेगा, तुम्हें जीरो से हीरो बनाना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए तो फ्लेक्सिबल हो या नहीं, यू कैन लर्न और यू कैन अप्लाई इजिली और नॉट। तो वो एटीट्यूड जो होता है चेक एज अ फ्रेशर लेवल, ठीक है। तो ये एक थोड़ा सा ऐसा ज्ञान था जो मुझे लगता है कि सब लोगों के अंदर जो छोटे छोटे डाउट्स आ रहे थे, मुझे लगता है इससे थोड़ा क्लियर हुआ होगा। अगर इसके बाद भी कोई क्वेरी है तो पूछ सकते हो।
बस इसको मैं एक चीज और सप्लीमेंट करना चाहूंगा, पीवाईक्यू। आप जिस भी कंपनी के लिए जा रहे हो, स्पेशली उसके पीवाईक्यू देख के जाओगे, दैट विल वर्क एज अ आइसिंग ऑन द केक। पढ़ तो तुमने सब कुछ लिया, फाइनली तुम्हें एग्जाम में अपियर होना है, तो एग्जाम में अपियर होने के लिए अगर पीवाईक्यू पढ़ लिया तो तुम्हें एक ट्रेंड पता चल जाता है कि ये लोग ऐसे पूछते कैसे हैं, और फिर मुझे किस एंगल से आंसर करना है। कि कोई प्रोग्रामिंग बहुत ज्यादा पूछेगा, कोई एचआर क्वेश्चंस बहुत ज्यादा पूछेगा, कोई मैनेजमेंट के क्वेश्चन पूछने लगेगा, और कोई मिक्स क्वेश्चंस पूछेगा, तो अलग अलग टाइप की ये हैं। तो अगर जब एम्प्लॉयर आता है, कोई कंपनी आती है, तो पीवाईक्यू डज प्ले इंपॉर्टेंट रोल। ओके, so I think somebody raised a hand in between, so he can ask question. Akash, yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Myself Akash Gupta, sir. My question is, what are the prerequisites of startup for startup?
Okay, prerequisite बहुत से हैं, but which way, किस तरीके से तुम prerequisite जानना चाह रहे हो? मतलब टेक्निकल फॉर्म में जानना चाह रहे हो, बिजनेस फॉर्म में जानना चाह रहे हो?
Business form में, technical form में, both.
Okay, so this is a very broad question I would say, क्योंकि स्टार्टअप खड़ा करना अपने में एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क है।
नहीं, तुम स्टार्टअप अपना चालू करने जा रहे हो उसके लिए क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो, या स्टार्टअप ज्वाइन करना है उसके लिए क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो?
सर ओन स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करने के लिए खुद का अपना।
तो भाई वो स्टार्टअप को करने के लिए सबसे पहले तुम्हारे पास कुछ प्रॉब्लम या उसका सोल्यूशन है?
यस सर,
क्या
है।
प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है? अच्छा,
यस सर।
तो उसका कुछ डेमो मॉडल कुछ है, तुमने कुछ क्रिएट किया है? क्या तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम है, तुम उसको कैसे सॉल्व करोगे?
यस सर, अभी स्टार्ट कर दिया है, आई उसको इम्प्लीमेंट।
ठीक है,
यस सर।
तो क्या करना है, देखो उसमें बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में बताने के लिए काफी टाइम चाहिए रहेगा, बट टू टच अपॉन दिस, यू नीड टू हैव अ गुड प्रॉब्लम विच इज रियल, विच इज इन रियल वर्ल्ड में प्रॉब्लम वो है। ऐसा नहीं है कि वो प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है और हम सोल्यूशन पे काम कर रहे हैं। तो फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई अ गुड प्रॉब्लम विच मेक अ बिजनेस। ओके, कि जब हम उस प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन लाएंगे तो मार्केट में उसको कोई परचेज करेगा या खरीदेगा। देन यू वर्क ऑन अ सोल्यूशन एंड देन यू अरेंज ऑल द बिजनेस नीड्स एंड रिक्वायरमेंट। एक कंपनी को रन करने के लिए क्या चीजें लगती हैं, राइट फ्रॉम रजिस्ट्रेशन टिल द क्लाइंट एक्विजिशन एंड एवरीथिंग। Then we talk about the marketing, sales and marketing operation part. And then finally we get into the real ground operations, जब हम उसको रन करने की कंडीशन में आते हैं। तो ये काफी वर्टिकल हैं जो हमें टच अपॉन करने पड़ते हैं when we want to start a startup. Okay, so if we can discuss this, you can discuss with us in person as well, कि फर्दर क्या क्या लगता है, बिजनेस मॉडल क्या होना चाहिए, बिजनेस प्रपोजल क्या होना चाहिए। देयर आर लॉट मेनी थिंग्स। तो अनंत is like more into this management thing. He can guide, and we two of us also can also guide. Get in touch with us in person and we will take your question in next level. Okay, Akash?
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Sujit and Shreya, both of them has raised a question. Sujit, you can ask question and then we go to Shrejal. Sorry.
हेलो
Yeah, Sujit.
सर, मैं ये बोल रहा था कि गूगल सर हमको कितना रुपए सर देगा सर, अगर मैं उसका कर लेता हूँ क्रैक?
कौन सा?
केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग में सर कर रहा हूँ सर। सर गूगल सर हमको कितने सर देगा सर तनख्वाह, अगर मैं उसको क्रैक कर लेता हूँ तो?
तुम्हारा केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग चल रहा है?
जी सर।
अच्छा, और गूगल में यू वांट टू गेट इनटू एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर, किस रोल पे आना चाह रहे हो?
डाटा स्ट्रक्चर सर मैंने किया है।
डेटा स्ट्रक्चर किया है, तो तुम सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर के लिए देख रहे होगे फिर?
जी सर।
तो तो देखो सुजीत, सैलरी पैकेज काफी कुछ डिपेंड करता है कि तुम्हारी इंटरव्यू कैसे जाती है, लेकिन अगर ऑन एवरेज बात करें तो 15 to 20 lakhs यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम गूगल। ठीक है,
ये तो सर बहुत कम है सर हमारे लिए।
तो तुम्हें कितना चाहिए?
करोड़ सर, मैंने सुना था अपने दोस्त का सर, मेरा हो गया था।
तो करोड़ वाला पैकेज ना सुजीत, वो यूएस में लगता है। अगर इंडिया में करोड़ की बात करेंगे तो वो बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा। ठीक है, और अगर करोड़ में तुम्हें चाहिए सो यू get in touch with me in person. I'll suggest you some measures where you get a good amount. लेकिन on average if you talk, freshers के लिए 15-20 lakhs is the good start from Google itself. मिलने को और भी मिल सकता है क्योंकि उसमें बहुत से क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं। आप किस लेवल के कॉलेज से आते हैं, आपका बैकग्राउंड कैसा है, आपका इंटरव्यू कैसा जा रहा है, आपके इंटरव्यूज में स्किल असेसमेंट कैसा हो रहा है, और उन सब चीजों पर भी डिपेंड करता है।
सर कॉलेज तो सर हमारा सर बहुत बेकार टाइप का है सर, थर्ड टायर में आता है वो।
इसीलिए मैंने बोला ना वो रेंज,
सर
इसीलिए वो रेंज बोली मैंने।
कॉलेज तो सर हम लोग का सर, इसका सर कोई थी नहीं है, हिसाब ही नहीं है सर इसका। पता नहीं सर कहाँ पे सर हम चले आए हैं सर, बरेली में पता नहीं कैसे आ गए।
तो द पोजीशन वेयर आर यू राइट नाउ, जिस भी कॉलेज में हैं और जैसा कोर्स कर रहे हैं और जैसा हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं उस हिसाब से आई गेव यू द आंसर। लेकिन अभी या इस पोजीशन से भी हमें कैसे अपने आप को एलिवेट करना है, उसमें हम लोग तुम्हारी हेल्प कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ फंसने के बाद भी हम ऐसा क्या करें जिससे कि हमारा लेवल अच्छा हो जाए। राइट सुजीत? तो हम उस पर बात कर सकते हैं डेफिनेटली। ओके Shrejal, you want to ask, please?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
good afternoon.
I have a question. What are the qualities or skills that you want while referring freshers as a role of software engineer, and how can I get referral from your side?
Okay. So there are two parts to it. One is the quality and second is the referral. So many
सर
times.
सर वो हमारे को सर हिंदी में सर थोड़ा बच्चे करते हैं क्वेश्चन।
ठीक है चलेगा, मैं हिंदी में
सर
बोल।
मैं नहीं समझ पाया हूँ।
ठीक है, तो शेजल ने पूछा है कि एक फ्रेशर के लिए क्या क्वालिटीज होनी चाहिए एंड हम रेफरल कैसे पा सकते हैं हम लोगों से, कि जब हम लोग रिज्यूमे भेजते हैं तो रेफरल जैसी एक चीज लगती है तो वो हम कैसे पा सकते हैं। तो क्वालिटीज में तो सबसे पहले ये है कि जो रिज्यूमे हम बना रहे हैं और जो हम इंडस्ट्री को एचआर को दे रहे हैं वो एक जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन जो चीज होती है उसके हिसाब से अलाइंड होना चाहिए। ठीक है, जो जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन में मांगा जा रहा है उस हिसाब से रिज्यूमे बना होना चाहिए। अगर जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं पता चल पा रहा है तो एक बेसिक गुड रिज्यूमे आपका होना चाहिए, कवरिंग जो संजय ने एक स्पेक्ट्रम कवर किया कि बैक एंड, एक फ्रंट एंड, एक डीबी एंड दिस एंड दैट, एक बेसिक अच्छा कंटेंट होना चाहिए रिज्यूमे के अंदर। ठीक है, रिज्यूमे बहुत प्रॉपर तरीके से फॉर्मेटेड होना चाहिए, मतलब प्रोफेशनल रिज्यूमे जिसको कहते हैं वो होना चाहिए। रिज्यूमे शॉर्टलिस्टिंग क्योंकि होती है कीवर्ड के बेसिस पे, तो अगर उनको चाहिए जावा और आपके रिज्यूमे में भी जावा मिल गया देन इट विल बी ए मैच। ठीक है, क्योंकि वहां भी एक एल्गोरिदम या मशीन लगी हुई है विच शॉर्टलिस्ट द रिज्यूमे। सो नाउ दीज डेज क्या होता है, रिज्यूमे शॉर्टलिस्टिंग हैज नो मोर अ मैनुअल एक्टिविटी, इट इज अ ऑटोमेटेड एक्टिविटी। तो आपको रिज्यूमे उस हिसाब से बनाना है जहां पे ऑटोमेटिकली वो कीवर्ड्स आ जाए, वो जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन मैच हो जाए जिससे कि आपका रिज्यूमे शॉर्टलिस्ट हो जाए। So first of all, you have to have a good basic skills with you, set of skills and good resume. Then it will be forwarded to concerned person. अभी थोड़े दिन पहले मैंने बहुत से लोगों का डेटा लिया है and I have shared with the Siemens Healthineers, right? सबने डेटा उसमें कंपाइल करके भेजा है, तो वो मैंने पूरा डेटा उसको फॉरवर्ड कर दिया। तो एक टैलेंट एक्विजिशन टीम होती है वो उसको देखती है, फिर आपका पूरा प्रोसेस वहां से होता है। नाउ टू आंसर द सेकंड क्वेश्चन कि हमसे रेफरल कैसे मिलेगा। हमसे रेफरल आपको डायरेक्ट मिल जाएगा। ओके, कभी कभी क्या होता है, हमारे जानने में ही अगर ओपनिंग आई है, हम डायरेक्टली ग्रुप पे डालते हैं। कभी कभी आपको लगता है कि नहीं, हमें इस कंपनी का रेफरल चाहिए, क्या कोई है जो हमें हेल्प कर सकता है, आप ग्रुप पे पिंग करिए या जैसे इन पर्सन पिंग करिए मेरे हमारे नंबर पे। वी विल ट्राई एंड कनेक्ट विद दोज पर्सन कि जिससे कि आपके लिए रेफरल निकाला जा सके। ठीक है, तो डायरेक्ट रेफरल की सीधी बात होगी, इसमें कोई कहानी नहीं होगी और सीधे हेल्प होगी। हम यहाँ पे कोई भी फेक स्टोरी या फॉल्स होप नहीं देंगे, जो होगा क्लियर बताएंगे और क्लियर देंगे। ठीक है,
एंड
जैसे फॉर
इसके अंदर जो अवनीश बता रहे हैं, तो लिंक्डइन पे या फिर नौकरी पे कहीं पर भी आप अप्लाई अगर कर रहे हैं, तो देयर वुड बी अ जॉब आईडी, राइट, कि hiring is going on for this particular job with job ID this. So agar if you are able to give that job ID to us directly, so it will be better for us, to directly refer to that hiring manager itself. So that job ID is very important. So मुझे सीमेंस में काम करना है, मैंने ईमेल रेफर कर दीजिए, सो दैट इज ठीक है, हो जाएगा. बट इफ यू से दैट आई वांट टू अप्लाई फॉर सीमेंस एंड सो एट फॉर दिस पोजीशन विद जॉब आईडी दिस, that would make that would be much more helpful for us and for you as well. डायरेक्ट कनेक्ट हो सकता है वहां से. ठीक है,
यस, तो हम क्या करते हैं, अगर हमारे डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन में है सो वी कॉल द पर्सन एंड टॉक विद देम, अगर नहीं है तो हम इनडायरेक्ट जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो वी विल एक्ट एज अ ब्रिज बिटवीन यू एंड द एम्प्लॉयर, और हम वहां पे हेल्प करने के लिए ऑलवेज अवेलेबल हैं. शेजल, डू यू हैव मोर क्वेश्चन?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else, since we have reached to the timeline? और लोगों का कोई क्वेश्चन हो, हम बात कर सकते हैं उसके बारे में. Siddharth, you are on mute.
Sir, I have asked to the group, is there anybody left with the question?
हाँ, देख लो.
Yes, sir. Anyone?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I
Yes,
have a
Siddharth.
question.
Yeah.
Just like any companies hiring people, so they वो लोग एक स्किल सेट वो रिक्वायर्ड, मतलब उन्हें एक रिक्वायर्ड होता है कि इस स्किल सेट का बंदा चाहिए. तो सर जो भी स्किल सेट वो मांगते हैं उसमें से अगर सारी चीजें नहीं आती हैं, मतलब कुछ आपको पर्टिकुलर नॉलेजेस है, मतलब कुछ डोमेन में आपको पता है, तो वी कैन अप्लाई.
देखो, सारी स्किल आना तो हर जॉब सेट के लिए इम्पॉसिबल है. ठीक है, क्योंकि ऐसा तो है नहीं कि यू विल प्रिपेयर एज पर देयर जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन. हर इंडस्ट्री को अलग अलग तरीके का रिक्वायर्ड स्किल रिक्वायर्ड रहता है, तो सारी मैच कर पाना मुश्किल होता है. लेकिन जैसे कि हमने बोला कि बेसिक अगर उनको मिल जाती है तो भी रिज्यूमे शॉर्टलिस्ट होता है और तो भी इंटरव्यू होता है. मतलब अंदर की बात तो ये है कि कई बार वो लोग बढ़ा चढ़ा के स्किल डालते भी हैं.
ओके सर.
ठीक है, कि जितनी मिल जाए उतना ही अच्छा है, लेकिन कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि तभी आपको कॉल आएगा. कॉल बेसिक चीजें भी मैच कर गई तो कॉल आ जाता है, और उन्हीं पे इंटरव्यू भी होता है, और उन्हीं से आपका जजमेंट भी हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो ट्राई टू कवर फ्रॉम बेस टू टॉप, कि सबसे पहले बेसिक क्लियर कर लिया, फिर जब टाइम मिला तो थोड़ा और इधर उधर देख लिया, फिर थोड़ा टाइम मिला तो और थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर कर लिया, उस तरीके का. राइट, तो ऐसे पिरामिडिकल स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए कि बेस बहुत वाइड है आपका, सारी चीजें थोड़ी थोड़ी सारी चीजें पता है जो इंडस्ट्री के रेलेवेंस में है, एंड देन उसके बाद उसको नैरो डाउन करते चले गए ऊपर. ठीक है, कि ओके दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. अब देखो, कंप्यूटर साइंस के लिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की कोई अहमियत नहीं है. ठीक है, कोई इंटरव्यू में तुमसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का सब्जेक्ट नहीं पूछेगा, तो यू कैन एलिमिनेट दैट पार्ट फॉर द इंटरव्यू थिंग. ठीक है, कोई तुमसे नेटवर्किंग नहीं पूछेगा, कोई तुमसे हो सकता है फ्रंट एंड ना पूछे, कोई तुमसे डेटा माइनिंग नहीं पूछेगा अगर वो डेटा साइंस रिलेटेड काम नहीं करते। तो वो हमें, अब सिस्को के लिए बैठोगे तो वो नेटवर्किंग जरूर पूछेगा, ठीक है, लेकिन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के लिए बैठोगे तो वो डेटा स्ट्रक्चर जरूर पूछेगा, राइट। गूगल के लिए बैठोगे तो वो अलग सेट ऑफ चीजें पूछेगा। इसीलिए मैंने पीवाईक्यू का एक रेफरेंस दिया था कि पीवाईक्यू से पता चलेगा कि क्या पूछ रहा है और क्या नहीं पूछ रहा है, एंड देन यू कैन हैव। सारे स्किल सेट मैच होना कोई जरूरी नहीं है। ओके, एनीबडी एल्स लेफ्ट? Okay, Shivang Raman. So he's saying I tried freelancing many times, but what his question is, but failed to get proper clients. Can you please tell me which type of skills I am lacking between? That too fraud. Please discuss about this. Yes, ये फ्रॉड बहुत होता है फ्रीलांसिंग के काम में। वो क्या करते हैं, काम करवा लेते हैं और पैसे देने के टाइम में भाग जाते हैं, और हम लोग कुछ नहीं कर पाते क्योंकि हमें उनके बारे में कुछ पता ही नहीं है, ठीक है। तो हमने महीने भर काम किया, मेहनत लगाई, चीजें करी, और दे टुक अवे ऑल द थिंग्स एंड वेंट अवे, रन अवे। तो ये होता है। तो फ्रीलांसिंग के टाइम में फ्रॉड बहुत आजकल हो गया है, इसलिए थोड़ा सा बच के रहना पड़ेगा, पहला। दूसरा, फ्रीलांसिंग इज समथिंग विच इज नॉट इजी, आई वुड से, क्योंकि वहां भी बहुत सी पैरामीटर्स होते हैं, बहुत सी चीजें होती हैं, और जिनको स्टार्टिंग करना है उनके लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि पॉसिबल नहीं है, बहुत से लोग करते भी हैं। तो ये बहुत स्लो एंड स्टडी प्रोसेस है। धीरे धीरे तुम्हें सही रास्ता मिलेगा, एंड धीरे धीरे तुम्हें सही प्लेटफॉर्म मिलेंगे, सही लोग मिलेंगे, बट इट इज कंप्लीट अ डार्क वेब, आई वुड से। यू डोंट हैव एनी ट्रांसपेरेंसी, यू डोंट हैव एनी विजिबिलिटी। बस अगला आदमी आया, उसने बोला, आपने काम किया, एंड यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि वी विल बी पेड, एंड इवेंचुअली ही यू आर नॉट पेड, राइट, ही वेंट अवे। तो वो थोड़ा सा बच के काम करो, एंड उसको आगे कैसे बढ़ाना है प्रॉब्ली वी कैन डिस्कस इन डिटेल, लेकिन इट इज, यू हैव टू बी कॉशियस, ठीक है। Siddharth, so are we done?
Yes, sir. I don't think so. Anybody has any questions?
Okay.
So I will be closing this event. And before closing, I would like to thank you, all of you, and I would like to express the gratitude to all of you for blessing us with your presence. And you added immense joy and warmth to the gathering, and we are truly thankful for your company. So you talk about the career guidance, how to get expert in the company, what the skills required, and what are the prerequisites for the startups, and how the different types of domains work, and we have got very many insights from that. So once again, thank you, sir, thank you all of you, and we sincerely appreciate your presence support with all your safe travel. And until we meet again, thank you, sir. And we hope and see you again, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
नहीं कुछ नहीं आया, मैं वो टॉपिक लगी थी, मैं तो वो चल रहा है।
Akash, exit everyone.